Hi everybody, I'm at a place called Cessford Castle and it's on St Cuthbert's Way, and I'm roughly 3 miles from Moorbattle. This is where we are here. This castle, I'll tell you a wee bit about the history when I get inside. It's the former home of the Duke of Roxburgh, the Kerrs. From what I've read about this, I suppose you could call it an L-shaped, but I'd like to believe it was a lot bigger L-shaped than this. I'm going against what this says here. I'm going inside. These are obviously boundary walls here. I'm not going to walk around. There's sheep there, but there's several rams as well, so I'm not going to risk it. These walls here, I think that's been a building, that bit there. These are what is thought to be outer boundary walls. And I don't know if you can see that. That's at chest height on me just now. And there's the upper lintel of the door. So there's a lot of soil, etc. And that's waist height on me. So you can see I'm about 3/4 at foot height above the ground level on here. And there's joists, or where joists would have been. You can see them there, and you can see them over there. It says on the board here, outside, that the walls are 13 feet thick. I'd read online that they were 12 feet thick. And it was thought at one point, I can't remember if it was James the second or the third, maybe even the fourth, that this was thought to be one of the three strongest castles in Scotland. So this place, back in the early 1300s and 1200s, was owned by the Mowbrays, and I'll go up there in a minute. It was forfeited from them by Robert the Bruce and was given to the Sinclairs. There was a turning in there. I'm not going to risk going up there though. So the Sinclairs had this place for a little bit over a century, and then it was the Kerrs that owned it from then on. Amazing. Now I'm gonna go up here. You can see there how much debris and soil, I wouldn't call it soil, is what the levels are. That's the top of the door there. I'm not going to go up there. And I'm not going to go up there. No, this way anyway. Gonna give this a wee go. We look anyway. I can't really see any in there. There, got my phone torch out, and there, just debris, bit of rubbish. There's obviously been some folks around. Shotgun shell there. Right. No, you see I can't even get up there. It's a bit strange. That's a set of stairs there. And a set of stairs there. And what looks to be a gun portal. So I can't get upstairs like I thought I could. Another doorway there, which is what would lead me upstairs, I think. No, that's where I looked down before I come in. So that's about all I can see, folks. Okay, now to make my way back out. Okay, no, I'm not going to risk that. So, the Kerrs took this over in the 1400s, and it was the Ferniehart branch of the Kerrs, and it was 1482 that this castle was ordered to be garrisoned, so troops were put in. And I think there was about 60 of them were here. Sir Andrew Kerr of Cessford fought and survived the Battle of Flodden in 1513 and became a warden of the Marches. Cessford was damaged by the English in 1519, and the Earl of Surrey besieged the castle. In 1523 he reckoned the Cessford to be the third strongest castle in Scotland. The castle was slighted after it had been surrendered without a serious fight. The English commander was not sure they could have taken the castle. This place was burnt and restored in 1543, I think it was, and then burnt again the following year. Amazing to think this is still stood here. It's a shame it's being left though, to go into rack and ruin the way it is. And you'd think somebody like Historic Scotland would be in here and try to save the place. And just because of the history. I mean, this is the former home of the Duke of Roxburgh, his family, the Kerrs. This place was abandoned by the Kerrs in the 1640s, I think it was. And some of the stone here, or that was here, was taken away and used to start building Cessford Castle in Kelso. The window seat up there. I don't know if you can see it. Amazing, amazing history. You would think this was made for goblins, the size of this doorway now. Oh! Amazing. So here we have it, folks. Cessford Castle. That's been what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 floors high, 3 floors maybe, 4, not 4, sorry, 4 floors high. Windows there, there's 3 there, and half the top one. No, I'm wrong again, I'm not counting this ground floor, so it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors high. I stood on staying here. Staying here as well, so there's been a war something here. More stone here. Scottish root buildings for the boundary wall. I'm not going to go in there because of the sheep. Like I said earlier, there's rams there. I definitely fancy getting head butted. Or butted by the head of a ram, I should say. So there we have it, folks, Cessford Castle. You know, there's even this over here, you can see some wooden beams have been in there. Signs of a window or something there. So, I think I'll call it a day at that for this one. I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks now.